Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Stephen White's Radio Podcast Show. It is June 17th, 10:43 p.m., a beautiful day. Kind of crazy, but we can live on. Today I have a guest on my show, and he's like family's future athlete, a future artist. He has a lot of potential. So we're gonna take this break, and when we come back, I'm gonna ask him a few questions. We'll reveal his name. But for the moment, let's get us some music so we could get started. WYCHE TNEG 2021. Yeah.
On the track. I don't know who they think they will be. They should be shooting at me. They will still go for the sea. I'm going to see. They will go with that little energy.
Y'all just a bunch of ignorant cats with nothing to do. That's why y'all backstab each other. And y'all all in the same crew, Fuck each other, girls, y'all in the same group. That's stupid, don't mind me. I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do. You diss me, I'm dissing you. If you get back for a lifetime, type of waiting to get back. Even though I do good in my community, if I get that money, I'ma give back. More than I did, more than they know, more than they would ever do. That's why I know big and I fuck with me. They never get enough, so that's right, girl. Get a damn for love, girl. Get a damn for love, girl. Shorty bad. Now, let's talk about love. What do you think? How do you think couples should handle their relationship, especially outside in the public?
How they should handle their relationship outside the public?
Yeah.
However they feel like.
I mean, what you mean? However they feel like.
I mean, are you going back to the last situation, or are you talking about in general?
In general.
Oh, I don't know nothing about the last situation.
Well, let's because
in general, if they love each other, in public we should view love. That's what you.
I agree. I definitely agree. I'm not gonna even hold you up. Nah. Emotional states of mind. We know a mind is a terrible thing to waste, but when you see couples explode and kill, willing to sacrifice your everyday friends that you talk to. We talking about family members. My family members live in that building too. What safety measures can the building company, the NYPD, the FBI, the whole, federal bureau jurisdiction of justice systems?
I mean, how I look at it, maybe she ain't feel safe. Maybe she ain't want the people coming her door. Hey, they could have came in the door, shot her, but maybe she felt threatened. You know what I'm talking about? And the fact, you could have smelled gas, whatever. But knowingly in your head, you could have known that you wasn't gonna hurt nobody.
Correct.
But not saying they were right. But you don't know what that person was thinking.
Right. I mean, out in the public though.
all in the public eye. All in the public
I don't know what
eye.
went down, so I can't.
I mean, me neither,
I don't
because
know.
I wasn't there when it happened. But, moving on to the next topic. So, oh, God. Now, let's talk about these young kids. 10 years old, 11-year-old kids dying. The other day I watched the news and I heard about a 17-year-old boy that got whipped up 4-1 inside of a grocery store. 4 That is totally obnoxious.
Yeah, crime. That's what it's like in New York.
I mean,
You get shot every day.
so now 4 guys on the bodega. I watched it on the news, watched the video. They jumped this guy, this kid, stomped him down like a damn pretzel, robbed him for his money, took his sneakers. Is that cool? Because of what they don't have, because they don't want to they don't want to go to school, they don't want to try to better their self. But they feel it's okay to sit here and rob people that actually work hard for their money. No.
I mean, of course it's not cool, but that's why, laws was in place by God. So things like that gonna happen. It's about what you gonna do about it.
Well,
What's the judgment you gonna use?
well, what kind of judgment would you have used?
The same good judgment God taught me to use.
Okay, now, speak, sir.
I'm just saying that's we made laws about that.
Sure did. I can't even
The
lie.
penalty that is death. So you don't. Yeah, people dying. You don't know what's the cause and what's the justice.
You're right.
So I don't get wrapped up in I don't get wrapped up in too many other. I don't like hearing about nobody dying, but
Yeah, me neither. Right now, this pandemic, like this lifestyle, it's like kind of ridiculous. Especially how these young kids. I'm kind of happy I know you, because you're like 1 out of a million of these young people that actually care about what's really going on. Got a good heart. You keep yourself out of trouble. You follow God. And you know your law. You know your Bible. Why won't others follow you?
you're not supposed to follow me. He said, do not turn from the left or the right or the law. He ain't put no man for us to go follow. So, do not turn left or the right or the law.
Okay. But if people work for their money, sometimes innocent people get killed. Life has its casualties all around the world, especially at this time and age where, the whole damn world, and this is something that's really amusing to me, because the whole other side of the universe, what is that, South America, are disobeying the law, rioting with the police.
I mean, the police sometimes need to be more than rioted. Like, if you kill an innocent person,
All right, but
God's law says the only atonement for blood is blood by the one who shed it. So if it's a situation like that, because we doing more than rioting, because we blood.
well, you're right. You're right.
Now, for anything else other than that,
But we can't sit here and blame all cops, because
you're not saying that. I said, if a cop kill an innocent person, as innocent blood being shed. Then God said the only atonement for blood is by the one who shed it. He ain't said by anybody or all of them. He said by the one who shed it. That's one person. The one who shed it. So that's not saying all of them not.
But why do you feel that the whole world, we're talking about even...
It's not nothing.
We're talking about third world countries are even being disobeying law and order. We have working civilians, hard-working seniors, senior citizens that work hard for their money. Some of them are cops, some of them are firemen, some of them are EMS workers, some of them are construction workers. Some of them are well durable essential workers, MTA workers. I mean, some cops make mistakes.
All right.
But
don't regular civilians make mistakes and don't they got to pay for it? If you run a light and a cop behind you, you just made a mistake, right?
Yeah.
But they gonna flash their light on your ass, right?
Yeah.
And you gonna pay the consequences, right?
Yeah.
All right.
But
how you gonna justify wrong?
You don't. It's not justifying wrong. Again, that is not justifying wrong.
Well, we was specifically talking about a cop killing an innocent person, and you keep trying to bring up different ways and different excuses, and why justice shouldn't be served on them.
On police?
On anybody who break God's law. It's not about police. It's not about civilians.
See, but I asked.
Police. If you God had officers of His people. He made officers of His people to carry out His law.
Right.
And the same law I just told you. That's the law they carry out. So that's the law they supposed to be carrying out.
What about the justice?
And they taking our money out our check to for them. That's robbery right there itself.
Wow. Deep, true knowledge, understanding. What about the justice system? Talk about Supreme Court.
You ain't supposed to be following none of them, just like you're not supposed to be following no other man. You're supposed to be following God's law. He got blessings for obedience and curses for disobedience. You know what I'm talking about? You can only follow one set. You only follow one set of laws. You can't serve the government and serve God. They laws always gonna change. They laws change every day.
Wow.
God don't change.
Wow. True understanding. History. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the first segment. We have just heard from Bud. Yes, the wisdom that he has of understanding life, the maturity of civilization as citizens, and how people should live and how people should view certain things of life. It's good enough. I'm truly impressed. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
No exclusive TNEG Warlord 2021. Produced by Stephen K. White. 2021 Summer Street Rage. Her.
Little boy, trust me, ain't nothing gonna be easy. But on the damn floor, they be giving in the business just as much as when they sexing in the bed, they be getting it. Shitty head game so right when I'm coming home, it feels if I'm pushing it. Her coochie so tight, I can tell that she needed some real penetration. Said she happy now that I gave her a new sex.